These days are blending together. I've been so busy lately. It's crazy. And yesterday we were talking about goals, and today I want to take a step back and talk about why I haven't been pursuing those goals or any goals. So we got a tiny bit into the whole CPTSD and the depression and the fixation. So years ago, this is very hard, and I'm trying to get my train of thought and my words together so I can communicate this effectively. This is a very hard topic for me. Complex PTSD is no joke. It is nothing I ever could imagine anyone to have to deal with, because there's so many variables that affect you, whether it be the depression, it be the anxiety, it be the fixation, or even the mood swings. There are many, many triggers to these episodes, and one of the ones that was the worst for me was being unconscious. Not the way you may think, but in the fact that I was not present in my life or my family's. I was there, I went to outings, I went to events, there every single day, but I was lost in my own head, in my own mind. I constantly thought about a future, a happier future, a better future, but that was never going to be the case because I never fixed the present moment. The present moment is all we have, and unless we're doing things every single day to make our lives better, in whichever way, whatever way that is, nothing's ever going to change for us, and I never realized that. It took me a very long time, and I keep looking away from the camera because this is not easy. The last couple of years, I've definitely been searching, trying hard to work on myself, to figure out my issues and fix them, not only for myself, but for my family. Up until about 3 years ago, I didn't know how to communicate effectively. I didn't know how to verbalize and express my feelings. I struggled to say what was on my mind, what I'm thinking, like most people. And something I hate to say that actually helped was smoking marijuana. And I don't want you to think I do it to this day, because as of right now, I do not. But it is something that did help me, in fact, learn how to open up, and it got me a little bit out of my head. But at the same time, it affected me long term because I didn't have any goals. I lived in the moment too much, to the point where I stopped working out. I would not go to the gym to come home and get high. So yes, it got me to open up and figure out, well, my inner self, but at the same time, it was hurting me, and I didn't realize that. So for the last 3 years, I've been in the same place and not working on myself in any form, in any way, and that is not a good place to be. This year, it took me a lot to realize how much it was affecting me, and I am definitely happy to say I am clean. I don't smoke weed, I don't drink. It's not who I am. It never was. I was always against marijuana as a kid. I honestly did it like maybe 2 or 3 times up until 3 years ago, and then I became a daily user. Yes, and I abused it. I was high way too often. I used it as a crutch to deal with a lot of things as well. Again, it helped me, but it hurt me. I don't recommend anybody using it. I don't think it will help most people, but it did get me to learn how to open up and talk about my feelings, which is something we all need to learn how to do. So what I'm trying to get with this is this year I have been more clear-headed, more open-minded to working in the present moment, because that is all we have. We have today, we have now. There is no promise of a future. The past is already gone. So this moment is all I have, and this moment is what I am working on. Every single day I am doing the best I can and the most I can to make a better future for not only myself, but for my family, because I want so much more than this. I truly do. This video is just still going on, and I'm trying to make sure I say everything that is on my mind, because I have so many goals this year, and putting myself into uncomfortable things is just the beginning. Like, those are small goals compared to what I want long term. All right. So, goals. Yesterday we worked on fitness. Today we are discussing why we slacked off and have not done anything in the last couple of years. And tomorrow I want to discuss, let's go for a happier, more cheerful thing. Let's talk about riding and what I want to do with that this year, because there's a lot of negatives with the type of stunt riding that I do, and there's also a lot of positives. Kai keeps meowing in the background. This video is definitely going to be a lot harder to edit. There's a book called The Power of Now, and I'm going to put a picture up of it right here. It's something I've read, and I definitely recommend everybody reading it. There's many podcasts that I listen to. There's many motivational playlists that I listen to. There are many podcasts that I listen to about spirituality. I'm not religious. That's a whole nother topic. But I do believe in something more than the everyday life that we live in, because I think there's a lot of flaws in it, and that can't be all there is. This topic is hard for many, but I am going to let you go on a more positive note. Today was a good day with Maddie. We had gymnastics on Tuesdays, and I'm going to be making her dinner after this. I didn't really get much footage of anything but this, but that's okay, because sometimes this is what life is. It's just our thoughts, and we need to get out of our head. Live in the moment, be present, because that is the most important thing you can do. Live now.